Hi everyone, this is Marcus here, and in this video I'll be sharing with you how to set up your Aweber account. So Aweber is a autoresponder tool that will automatically follow up with your leads after they register for your digital gift through your landing page. So you can integrate that very easily on Aweber. But before I go on, there is some of you who haven't registered for an Aweber account yet. There is you can click on this link, that's socialmetric.aweber.com. That's an affiliate link, by the way. So once you click on that link, you can simply click on the order button right here, and you can sign up for an account. Do note that it's a paid tool. Okay, and if you're already using your own email marketing tool, then this video might still be useful when it comes to creating follow-up messages. If you already know that, then you can give this video a miss. Okay, so once you've registered on Aweber, you get your customer login and your password over here. Just click on login account. Okay, now once you click on login account, the first thing that you'll be doing, and by the way, you won't be seeing the same thing, like you'll be seeing the same layout but not exactly like same list, the same number of total subscribers and so on. So the first thing you need to do, this is step number 1, is to create a list. Okay, so to create a list in Aweber, you just have to click on this create and manage list right here. Okay, and it will bring you to this page. Now you should be seeing all these things here empty. Okay, so do you see this green button over here? Now what you want to do is to click on create a list. Okay, and this is step number 1 of creating a list. So of course you want to fill in the basic details such as your company name, company website. Okay, put in your company address. Now this is where it gets more interesting. So now Aweber is asking you what sender name and email address should appear with your emails. So remember I talked about email autoresponder. Now what this email responder is that of course it sends automated emails. So what this information you have to put in over here is when your leads receive their first email. The sender name is what do you want your name to be like, and which email do you want to send it from. Okay, so this is where you want to put in your email address over here, your work or professional email address. Okay, so when sometimes people will actually reply to that email, that email will actually go straight to your inbox. Okay, so this is where you want to put in your name and your email address. Okay, then you press next step, and this is where they will ask you to name your list. So we can go ahead and give it a very simple name. For some of you who are in the events business or you do road shows, you can name the list like leads from landing page or anything like that. This is really up to you. Okay, and this is where you can describe the list. Okay, most of the time I prefer to leave this blank. So I can't leave this blank. Okay, so I just have to type in maybe weekly newsletter email from me. Okay, so this comes the last part of creating the list. This is where they will ask you to choose your confirmation message, as you can see over here. Okay, now there's two types of email autoresponder. One is double opt-in, and the other is of course what we call single opt-in. Now, do you remember sometimes if you receive email from some people, like if you sign up for any newsletter, before you actually see any newsletter from them, they will actually send you an email that says, before we send you any more information, please click on this link to verify. Have you seen something like that before? If you have, that means that is what we call the double opt-in. That means the confirmation email. Okay, so this is actually the confirmation email. Now what I would do is I would just click on approve and create a list anyway. But this leads me to step number 2, which is to remove that confirmation email. So step number 1 is to create a list. Step number 2 is to remove that confirmation email. So this is where on Aweber you want to go to list options and then click on list settings. Okay, and under confirm opt-in over here you want to click on it, and you got to scroll down, and here where it says require opt-in web forms, this is where you want to click off. Okay, and then a little pop-up message will say, are you sure you want to disable? You say yes. Now here's why you want to do it. Now, of course, don't forget to press save. Now here's why you want to remove the confirmation email, because if you have double opt-in, like that confirmation email, if you have a confirmation email, you actually drastically reduce the amount of people who are actually becoming your real qualified leads. Okay, now there are of course some people who will debate against this and said, oh, some people will actually type in just name and rubbish email address in the landing page. Now my counterpoint to that is that what you want to do in your landing page is that below the sign up form in your landing page, you want to put in a small little note that says we will send the XYZ information to your email inbox and we promise that we will not spam you. You want to put that very small little text below that sign up form in your landing page. Then people, when they see that, they will think, oh, okay, I know that I need to check my email to receive that thing. Okay, so that's step number 2, remove that confirmation email. Now let's go to step number 3 of creating the follow-up series. So to create the follow-up series, what you want to do is go to messages and under follow-up series. Okay, now once you click on this, you'll see something like this screen where it says you can create your first follow-up. So this is where you want to constantly follow up with people. When they register in your landing page, you want them to follow up with you and so on. So to create your first follow-up, you just have to click on this. Okay, and voila, this is where you can put in your subject line. Now here's your welcome message. Again, go back to the make sure that your welcome email contains the 3 critical elements in your welcome email. Other than that, in the subject line, you want to put something like thanks for signing up, and then this is how you can personalize their email address. So every lead that actually register feels like it's so personalized email, and the chances of them opening up the email is so much higher. So to sneakily personalize it, you click personalize, first name. Okay, now what this will do is that, remember in the sign up form you actually ask for people's first name. This is where the data from Aweber will automatically pull the first name. Okay, so then you type all this information, type. Now do you see this gray line portion over here? Okay, now after you type in that whole email address, that whole email welcome message, you want to be sure to click on this button over here that says red lines. Now once you press on this, watch what happens to the email body content. Can you see what just happened? Automatically what just happened is that the text get cut over here, from here to here. Now why do you want to do this? Because it's very important when you send out your emails, you don't trouble your web visitors to actually take the trouble of having to scroll left to right to read the email. Okay, especially for some of your leads who register for your digital gift. If they have long desktop monitors, or long laptop monitors, they actually have to scroll left to right to read that whole email, which is troublesome. So what you want to do is that after writing that whole email, then click on wrap lines and then press next. Okay, and then once you're done, press save and exit. Okay, so once you are done with that, this is your welcome email. Okay, now it will take a while, and then as you can see over here, it says send immediately. Okay, now let's do another email, which is a second follow-up series. Okay, so this is the second follow-up email that your leads will receive after they register in your landing page. Okay, so in the subject line, again, you can type in anything you want to type in, and then you can type in anything over here as well, and then press next. So do you see this part over here? This is something that you don't see in the welcome email, and this is where it says the second email will be sent how many days after the welcome email. So this is where you want to put either 1 or 2. So usually there is the generic rule of thumb is that you want to send it between 1 to 3 days after the welcome email. Okay, and then if you're going to have another email sent, it's also very useful to send 1 to 3 days after the previous email. Now, some people may debate this, so they may think, oh, I get better results if I send the next email immediately after. So it really depends from industry to industry, but for a start, what I would like to recommend is that to have the second email and third email to always interval it between 1 to 3 days. This would really be up to you. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay, based on our experience, it really doesn't matter whether it's 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, now here's a really cool feature that Aweber has as well, that you can only make sure that the second email is being sent on a particular day or time. Okay, so if you want to make sure that it's sent at a particular time, then this is where you can put it over here. Okay, so when can it start sending and when can it end to send. Okay, and then you can also choose to send messages based on each subscriber's local time as well, and then press save and exit. Okay, and voila, you can immediately see over here there's email number 1, which is a welcome email, email number 2, which is this one. So if, for example, you want to interchange the email sequence, maybe you have a 3 or maybe you have the 1 and 2, and you want this particular email content to be sent first. So what you can easily do is to click on this thing over here. As my mouse is being held on, bring it up over here, and then it becomes 1 and 2. Okay, now that's pretty much it. Now the next step is that if you are using Lender app, I know some of you who's watching this video may not be using Lender app to create your landing page, but if you're using Lender app, here's how you can also integrate it. Okay, you would have to log in, of course, that's the first thing. Okay, and then click on any of your landing pages. Maybe for the sake of simplicity, you want to choose this one. Okay, and what you have to do is that under the integrate your landing page, you want to select Aweber. Okay, and if let me just reset it. If I disable the Aweber integration, okay, and then I press refresh. Okay, so oops, it just refreshed. So what many of you will see right now would be something like this. Now, if none of these options show up over here, right, if you can't click on it, if it's in gray, what you need to do then is you need to upgrade your account to a paid account for those of you who are using the free account. Okay, so you need to upgrade on Lender app so that it's paid. Okay, and once you click on Aweber, this is where you can type in your list name immediately. So the list name over here would be leads from landing page. So you can type in leads from landing and it will automatically pull that leads, the list over there. Okay, yep, that is pretty much it for this video of your Aweber introduction. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in our Facebook group.